Are we starting?
Yeah. Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to a brand new video. It is another one because we're trying to find things to do. I feel like I'm clear in what we're going to do, but I'm not sure how it's going to go. Hopefully you're more well researched than me, because I feel like it's going to go to...
I'm very clear. I love these brands, so I'm very well researched.
So essentially the video is going to be us talking about some, I guess, new and upcoming brands. Less new, more upcoming, I guess. And just essentially why we like them and some pieces that we like from them. It's nothing really more than that, nothing less than that. I think that's it. So you're going to go first.
Oh, am I?
Wait, I'm going to get up so you can do it, and then I can put pictures next to you.
Yeah, but I need...
Tell the brand, establish the brand, infiltrate the dealer, find the supplier.
Right, first brand, I've got Ottolinger. To be quite honest with you, I say I'm well researched. There isn't much on this brand. I know it's designed by two women, and I also know all collections are actually based off a narrative. So their Spring 20 collection, which is now, was based off a short story by Hao Jingfan called The New Year Train, which was written as a conversation between a journalist and an engineer, and who built a train that can travel between space and time. Through some pieces that I've picked, you can kind of really tell it's quite futuristic and cool, and the cuts are very interesting. They also love to dip things in rubber as well. That's some really cool jewellery. It's really cool, really upcoming. Stuff sells out super fast. It is quite expensive, but I think if you can afford it, well worth the money. An amazing brand. So a couple pieces that I like from their current spring collection is a oversized metallic denim jacket. It's absolutely amazing. I would absolutely die for it. They also have the matching jeans, and they've got these really cool diamond drop earrings, which, like I said before, are dipped in rubber. I just think it's really cool. It's really interesting, and it's quite fresh as well.
We've got the right one to follow. Right boys, are we ready? I don't even know where to start. Right, my first brand is Story MFG, which just sort of came out of nowhere. Right, so Story MFG are a husband and wife team-led brand with an atelier. I still get stuck on it and I know how to pronounce it.
Atelier.
In India, where they have weavers, embroiders, tailors, blah blah blah, making all this stuff for them. It's all sustainable, it's all environmentally conscious, it's all organic materials, everything's recycled, anything that they do make, they reuse. In other ways, like offcuts are made into paper, which they use for the hang tags and things like that. Everything that they make, everything that's dyed is made naturally. Obviously natural indigo is used to create blue. Madder, which I'm not actually sure what it is, but we'll put a picture there, creates scarlet, red, peach, depending on how much water you add to it. Bark makes brown, so you get this nice natural earthy tone off it. And then something called Myrobalan, which makes khaki yellow and even black. One of my favourite pieces is this Grateful Tee, which is just a tie-dye t-shirt with kittens on it hugging the earth, and it's just great. You currently have to pre-order this because it's it just seems like it's quite in demand. Yeah, same. The next one is the Forager jacket, which, as I've just mentioned, is dyed with bark. I don't even really know why I like this, but it's quite hippie, and I like the neck and the big pockets and the little hit of like plaid or whatever it is. It's just a nice jacket. It's the sort of thing I'd imagine Arc'teryx would bring out and everyone would go mad about. And the final thing is the Heady cap, which is just the thickest, densest, nicest corduroy, and it's just got a really playful logo. It's a shame it's 120 quid, but given what I've just said about all the environmental stuff, it's probably going to a nice place.
So my next brand is a little bit more minimalist, steering away from something quite futuristic and a bit not quite avant-garde, but you know, a little bit more eccentric, is Supriya Lily. It's an Indian-British designer who cross-references both of their heritages through her designs, and they're really beautifully cut and focus on details, which is quite a lot if you look at Indian traditional clothing. It's very detail orientated, and the fabric she uses as well, really beautiful. The colours she picks, absolutely stunning. Her designs are absolutely beautiful. Let's talk about some stuff that I like. Right, first up we've got a check shirt. It's like this really nice shiny material. The actual material is spandex and elastane, which absolutely makes sense. It's orange, it's really sick. It's not really my style, but I feel like it could be. We've also got these cut-out trousers. They are just a black trouser, a slightly wide leg trouser with this cut-out waist and a drawstring. They're really, really cool and really, really nice detail. And we have also, it's like this it's like a rubberized jacket, and it's got like a tie chest thing here. I mean, you can see it by the picture. It's really, really cool. Nice, shiny, painted, long jacket. It's sick. I wish I could have it.
Next up is one I mentioned in the last video, Ada Era, which is a Seoul-based Korean unisex brand, which is just brilliant. So a good thing about Ada Era is they have a massive mix-up of different creators from different walks of life. You have fashion designers, graphic designers, architects, you have people that just want to mess around with the brand, and illustrators. They had a collaboration with Mason Kitsune, is that how you pronounce that? They had a collaboration with Puma. One of the big things that everyone seemed to like about them when they first came about was the knitwear, big chunky knitwear, and it's just slowly become more in fashion, so it's become more relevant as it's grown. The new collection I'm not too fond of. It's got this running theme throughout it, which at the core I'm not too fond of the language that you're using throughout. I'm not that fussed on it, but the three pieces I picked out. So the first one you've got is the Amron trench coat, which is just the most utilitarian trench coat ever. Cut on, it's great. Despite what I just said, the Vader hoodie zip up is also a favourite. I like the panelling on it. I like the fact that it's got a pullover hoodie's pocket on the front, despite it being a zip up. I think the shape and the stuff like that's really cool. And I like all the little details to do with the pull strings and things like that. I think the subtle logo on this is actually quite good, because as I said, I don't really like it on the rest of the collection, but the colour and everything on this is great. And third and final one is nothing really special. It's the Amflation t-shirt, black t-shirt with I guess a galaxy on it. Nothing that no one's done before, but I really like the shape on it, and especially the fit of the sleeves, as we were saying in the other video. Really like that, and it just looks really clean. I have nothing more to say about that.
So for me, I've left the best till last. One of my favourite current designers for the last 2 seasons, last spring, summer and autumn winter just gone. I bought 2 of his pieces. I absolutely love this designer, and it's Asai. So Asai is by a Chinese, Vietnamese, British designer, Asai Tar. He's from South London, so he is a London-based designer. Which also probably why he has my heart. So he also takes inspiration from his Asian background, which I think is really cool and really interesting. It's nice to see that he's honouring his heritage. He's most known for his hot walk tops, which is what I'm wearing. He has them in so many different colours. So each of them, actually, each panel is individually tie-dyed and sewn together. And it's made out of 100% nylon, so it is literally like wearing tights. It's the scariest thing to wear. I absolutely love this top, love this designer. I think he's really quite refreshing and colourful, and he's got really cool shapes. Really, really nice. I remember trying to get one of these tops for absolutely months. Nathan and Ramsey banging on about it and my mum for absolutely months, and when I got it, it was like, thank God she can shut up about it. Yeah, here are some of my favourite pieces, which is obviously the hot watt top. There's so many different colours. There's an amazing orange and pink one that I want. There are so many. There's a LNCC exclusive which you can buy the brand from. The nunchuck bag, which I think is really cool. It's not really me as a bag, to be honest, but I really, really love it. Yeah, really, really cool. Love the brand.
And lastly, my final brand is 80s, which is a Stockholm-based brand that was founded 2013. First time I heard about this was because it associated itself and got co-signed essentially by Young Lean and the Sad Boys gang. Basically, they're a brand that just believes in making boxy things, baggy trousers, chunky trainers, everything's just oversized and really cool. Despite being called 80s, it feels quite 90s, especially with... I don't really have too much more to say about it other than it's just really cool. It has great knitwear, really distinctive designs. In a world that's now making tons of chunky shoes, it's still found a way of standing out and making some really interesting silhouettes. So my favourite pieces as of right now are definitely the taupe pair of Harmony shoes that they did. They're just literally Osiris like D2s, or is it D3s? I can't remember. But they're just a typical skate shoe that kids used to wear back in the day, with the double lacing, luxury materials, and just a really cool pair of shoes. I don't think I'd wear them other than if I was wearing like 80s jeans, because I feel like a lot of their stuff, if you wore it all together, it'd work a lot better than if you didn't. With this pair, I think you have to do that because they're quite loud and very particular. Next up is the Tucker Wool sweatshirt. They do have a vest version of this, and this is just essentially the same thing, just with longer sleeves. It's brilliant. I really like the branding on it. The colours are really cool, and it comes in a bunch of different colours, like a peach one and a nice blue one with hits of green on it. Again, really cool shirt. And lastly, it's the Bronco leather jacket. Hannah really likes this. It's essentially just like a biker jacket with the cool zips up the sleeves, premium leather, nice colourway, nice hit with the little green and white. And other than that, just an all-round nice jacket. Although it's 820 quid, it's very nice. Don't know whether it's that nice though. It is nice. Are you coming back? Because we're going to do the outro. Alright. That pretty much wraps up the video, guys. I hope you've discovered some new brands, or now you just know our favourites of those particular brands. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Catch you in the next one, guys. Bye!